think, Lucky? Huh? Well, y'all, I've had to come out here and try to harvest my peppers because we got rain last night and it was a blowing rain, heavy winds, and it was knocking over my plants. So they're top heavy with peppers. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest what I can. Some of them, it broke them. It not only blew them over, but it broke the stem. Well, quite a few on here. I hate for the wind to break the plants after them producing so well. I still got eggplant growing, but these are, you know, probably way too hard to do anything with. I'm just going to cut those off and leave them in there for compost. Look there, I got this many just off of those couple of bushes right there. And I've got some over here still. Lucky's laying down right beside the tripod here. Some of them are just starting to turn red, and I hate to pick them until they turn red or orange or whatever color they're going to be. And I forgot about my hummingbird feeder up there and knocked my head into it. I got a couple of tomatoes, big tomatoes. They're not ripened yet, but I'm not going to cut them quite yet. As you can see, I got pretty good size peppers. Might leave that one, it's a little small. But I've got eggplants, look at this. Some of them still white, they haven't turned yellow yet. Maybe the cooler weather will help them. But I got some out here at my wishing well I need to go get too. And I got a ton in the backyard. I mean, this is just part of them, the start of them. Right here you can see the peppers. Go back here, because I know I got some back here. I just don't know how many. There might be one or two of the green ones in the totes that I'm not going to harvest yet. But you can see that pepper plant. It broke off. And it's full of peppers. And I hate that because it would have produced quite a few more peppers. But I can take the plant itself and go put it in the compost. Don't remember if we had any on this one or not. Yeah, there are a couple of little tiny small ones. We got a bunch of Hungarian, or the hot peppers back here. And see, I've still got green tomatoes. See if I can cut some of these. I need to go throw these in the compost. But I'm going to try not to pick my tomatoes until I know it's going to freeze that night. Not unless they're ripe. Oops. But these are hot peppers here. I might put a few of them in my sweet pickle relish, just to give it a little bit of heat, not much. I haven't decided yet, we'll see. But I've got over half a bowl so far. And I've got a ton of peppers right here. Some of them are pretty good size. Now I'm going to leave my tomatoes. Just keep watching the weather. And if I know it's going to freeze that night, I'll go ahead and pick even my green tomatoes. Make fried green tomatoes or something. Or put it in chow chow or something. I don't know. But I let my tomatoes ripen as long as possible. Oh, and I got another bush over here. It's kind of tight through here, so. I had all kind of peppers last year. Every kind of hot pepper you could think of. And most of these were volunteers this year, so I don't even remember the names of some of the hot peppers. I just know they're hot. Oh, I don't think I've got any hot peppers down that way. I think they're all tomatoes or other stuff. You see, I still got tons of tomatoes right there. They're green. I think those are Celebrity or Beefsteak or one of the big ones. I still got eggplant. Tons of tomatoes. Let's see, I got a couple of plants here. I think I've already harvested the peppers off of these though. I got one or two. See? Pretty good sized pepper. These are the Hungarian wax hot peppers. And I've got tons of little cherry tomatoes. I think I got them all off of this bush that's in this bucket. Got one or two, but they're not nice looking, so I just throw them back in there for It can make me some volunteers for next year. Well, here's a nice one down in here. It's already turned red. That means it's hot. I mean, the other ones are hot, but they turn red, they're even hotter. And I've still got my green stalk here that's full of peppers. See if I can get some of these. I'm surprised that the wind didn't blow it down more than it has. Some of these have started turning orange, and they're not very big at all. They're little tiny things. I mean, look at the size of these, and they're already turned. Got ants on me from these peppers. But look at the size of those. Not very big at all, and they're already orange. It's trying to rain. It's sprinkling just a tiny bit. I feel it just a little bit. Oh, there's two at the end. I'm gonna have a bowl full, that's for sure. But I'd rather cut them, because I know the weather's going to start getting bad, even if it doesn't freeze, and the wind and everything will destroy these pepper plants. Look at there. Ants, y'all. You're getting on my feet. Lucky, you need to keep the ants away from me. Yeah, you need to keep the ants away from me. I've even got an eggplant up in here blooming. Look at that. It don't have an eggplant on it, but it's got blooms. May have an eggplant or two before cold weather, I don't know. I left one or two up in there. They're just little tiny ones. Oh, there's one, a green one. I didn't see it because it wasn't orange. It didn't stand out at me. But look at here, my bowl is basically running over. And I still got more peppers to get. And look down there. He's following me. I got the tripod tangled up in a tomato bush. I mean, the wind destroyed this tomato bush. It was going up the arch, and now it just fell over. Thank goodness it didn't break, but it fell over on the pepper plant. I think I got all the peppers out of it though the other day. So let's come over here. I got more pepper plants over here. But I wanted to show you too my cabbages and my onions. Look at all those onions. They're growing good. My garlic. Those two pans right there are garlic. Walking onions there. Tomatoes. That's a tub of garlic right there. My tomatoes here are still trying to produce, even though part of the plant is almost gone. Whew. Let's see. We got a few peppers over in here. I mean, these are pretty big size too. I mean, look at that. Isn't that a pretty pepper? It was turning orange. I just didn't give it a chance to turn completely orange. I could have left it. There's one that's completely orange. Can't tell what I'm showing you. But I don't have really any red ones. Some of these probably would have turned red if I'd have given them more time. Look at that. That's a pretty pepper right there. See, I've been trying to leave them on there as long as possible. Kind of see what I'm showing you. I've got a couple more big ones here. Look at that. Maybe as big as my hand. I think that's a pretty good sized pepper to be growing in your own garden like that. And they probably would have gotten bigger if I'd have left them until they turned red or orange or yellow or whatever color they were going to turn. Sometimes the bugs will get in them. But I don't dare leave them out here any longer. Because of the weather. It's weighting my plants down. There's one. There's one. Like I said, some of them are kind of small. But on some of it, I don't want to take a chance of them, the wind breaking the plant and then losing the whole pepper. Ain't that right, little butt, Lucky? Huh? Is that right? Yeah. He's helping. Yeah, he's helping. Oh no, they're falling. They're falling. Let's see if I got any more over here. Yeah, I do, because these limbs are falling over. The peppers are weighting them down. What do you think, little buddy? Huh? I don't know if I'm going to be able to carry all this. It's liable to tumble off. And there's the eggplant. Look at that. Oh, my peppers are falling. Hope I don't drop all of them. Oh. Y'all, I'm dropping my peppers. My bowl is too full. My bowl is too full. I'm going to try to carry this camera too. I don't know. But you can see my bowl is running over. Oh, I'm going to drop my peppers, y'all. See if I can put them up here without losing all of them. I should have got a bigger container, but I didn't think I'd have quite that many. Look at this. Look at all those peppers. I'm definitely going to make some pepper relish. I don't know if I'll put the hot peppers in it or not. I don't really want it too hot. I'd rather have a mild or sweet. Ain't that right, little buddy? Where's Lucky? Huh? Lucky was right behind me a minute ago. Well, look at my okra plants. They're still pretty green and they're still trying to produce. I've been breaking okra almost every day. But you know, Halloween is what, a week away. It's about time for us to get a freeze. Lucky, where are you? Kitty, kitty. There he is. No, he's not. I thought he was laying on that. There he is, right at my feet. I almost stepped on him. You silly kitty, I almost stepped on you. Yeah, I almost stepped on you, Lucky. But him and little buddy's been following me around. But yeah, I wanted to come out here and harvest those peppers. And like I said, at the first sign of it freezing that night, I'm going to come out here that afternoon. And I'm going to try to pick every one of the tomatoes, even the green ones, because I can put the green ones in chow chow. I need to harvest some greens and cook them. I've been getting behind, y'all. I still got so much to do. I've got pots like these over here. These 2 big pots and these buckets that I want to refurbish and get them ready for spring planting. And I still got a tomato vine in that producing tomatoes. But I'm not going to put peas there next year. It was just too hot for them. I'm going to put something that can withstand the sun, the heat. But look at here, these tomatoes. I got tomatoes there, green tomatoes. I got green tomatoes on every one of my tomato vines. And if it don't have green tomatoes, it's got blooms to produce them. There's more walking onions. There's more onions there. So I'm going to have plenty of onions come spring. But see, the wind breaks down the limbs. They do the same to my peppers, the tomatoes. As long as it's bent and it's not broken, it'll still feed nourishment to the vine to where it'll produce a tomato until it freezes. That's one reason I don't pull my tomato plants. And look at this. My mums are starting to grow. I know they're rooted. Look at that. They're rooted in there, y'all. Look at that. Inexpensive way to multiply your mums is to root more. Now this one I'm kind of doubtful about. But there's still hope. There's partially a green one back there. So we'll see. Oh my goodness, I got to get this tomato. This is like a cherry tomato. Look at this. And I got a couple more of them. These pretty little tomatoes. I call them salad tomatoes because they're about the right size to go in a salad. I saw a couple more up here that looked like they were ripe. I'm going to check my eggplants. I think I cut all the eggplants from back here. They're still blooms, but I haven't seen that they produced any more eggplant. But here's one. And see, those are pretty good sized ones right there. Bigger than the one I just pulled. And I got a few more somewhere of the bigger ones that I wanted to pick today. And I don't see them. I don't remember what part of the garden they were in. But look at there. Golden Jubilees. There's a little eggplant. Black Beauty. Onions there. Oh, my nose is starting to run out here breathing this air. And this is growing so much better since I put it over here in the partial shade. So I'm probably going to leave it here and hopefully it'll come back up next spring. My clematis. my coleus. My strawberries. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? First time I've ever gotten coleus to grow from seed was this year. And I bought a mixed package of seed, and that's what it produced. All the different colors of coleus. Well, I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm going to take all my peppers, my eggplant, and my couple of tomatoes in the house and try to decide what I'm going to do with them. We'll see y'all next time. Love y'all.